guys? Me and Aimer are here doing Q&A. So, fuck. Okay. All right. Hey guys, what's up? Me and Aimer are doing a Q&A. We just took your comments from the community post we made, and we're gonna read them and answer them as good as we can. So, thanks for watching. There's the intro.
Hey, that's the intro. The whole
And
thing.
like when I say like we're gonna read your fuck. I had like an idea and then I lost the idea right away. Okay. How did you all meet up? Mainly Aimer, Trent, and Castlers, since they're kind of the owners. Do you know each other IRL, or did you meet online and you just kind of bonded well together?
So, I kind of more or less became friends with Trent, and then I became friends with Zach, and then I became friends with Trent, and then I kind of just brought them together when we all joined Royal 6, and that's how we became friends. And then Zach ended up flying to Canada, and we met IRL, and then Trent went up to.
I can iterate on this one. So, me and Castler, like we've been going against each other on counterblocks professionally for like already 2 years. So we knew each other for a while, but we weren't really friends. We were more like we respected each other because we were both good players and stuff. But we were always on like the two teams that were in the finals, so we'd always like be against each other. So we weren't really friends. But after a while of knowing him and after Aimer brought us together, I went out to Wisconsin Dells and like met up with everyone. It was really cool. So yeah, we bonded really well together. So
The next question, there's actually 3 by this guy. It's out of all the members of Team Cringe, who are you closest to? And what's your all-time favorite memory? I'm probably closest to Zach and Trent. Well, not probably. They're the 2 people I'm closest to in TC. And then
yeah,
Trent's probably the same as me for that one. So.
Yep.
And then all-time favorite memory. Huh.
Oh.
I'm not answering that one.
Yeah. Let's see. Like I'm assuming he's talking about all-time memory and like just Team Cringe.
Team Cringe. Yeah.
So if I had to choose a memory, there's just so fucking many. You know what I mean? Like there's so many things that happened. Like when we won Arsenal season 4, everyone was really happy. Like it was fucking fun as hell. When I met up with Castlers and all like most of the role of devs, that was an awesome memory. You know, meeting them in person.
I'll say
all that was really cool.
I'd say one of the better ones was when me and Zach were getting drunk when he was here in Canada. Those were kind of fun.
I mean, all the times that like we got kind of drunk, that was always like all-time, like one of the all-time favorites. It's always fun. It's always cool. We play games and shit, just talk about real life stuff. All right, well that answers those 2, I think.
Yeah, and then he has another one later on. Do you guys know each other IRL before being a friend group? Now we pretty much all met online. Yeah, we all met online. Then. Yeah, here's the other one by Max. He says, "What do you guys want to accomplish in the near future?" I wanna get 10K subs on.
Yeah, I would have the same answer for that one. Yeah, I have the same answer for that one.
I think if we end up accomplishing that, we'd upload a little bit more consistently.
Yeah, I mean, me and Gabe have been talking.
Hopefully a lot more consistently if we get 10K. Right?
Yeah, for sure. If we get 10K, expect like at least videos every like 3 days or something. Which is good.
Do that. How did Castlers become #1 player at CB at one
I can answer this.
I think both of us could. Like his skill set is reaction time and his crosshair placement. Although we kind of like joke about him bot walking and stuff, his crosshair placement's actually pretty good. So when people walk into someone with a 120 MS reaction time, you just kind of die.
There's nothing you can do. I've played against him in like tournaments.
Nothing.
I've literally been playing against him in counterblocks tournaments for like 3.5 years, and I've always like there was a point in time when I first met Zach, I thought he was cheating. Like everyone on my team, I owned a team called Team Guardian, and it was a contender for #1 team, and Zach's team, which I think at the time was DropX, was the #1 team, and nobody could really beat them. And it was mostly because the success of Zach. Zach is just crazy fast. Like he could AWP, he could AK, he could do anything, and he could just really outreact you point where even like if you're peeking him, you die, and most of the you still died because his flick reaction time was faster than normal reaction time.
Yeah, his flicks weren't really fast, but it was just his reaction time that could make up for that.
Yep.
So definitely his reaction time and crosshair placement is what makes him so good. And his position is quite good as well. Who's got the best aim and reaction time? I probably have the best aim. It's between me and Cam. And then fucking Zach has easily the fastest reaction time. And Trent's kind of in the middle.
Yeah, I have decent aim, and I have a 150 ms reaction time, which isn't like super fast, but it's a good pair.
Our aim trainer's a waste of time, and should you just play the game? I'll let Trent answer with his opinion first.
Okay, so in my opinion, aim trainers will do absolutely nothing. You're just like clicking boxes, and like, what are you really doing that's going to help you in a game other than moving your mouse? I mean, I guess you get some muscle memory from it, but not even really that. Honestly, from my experience, you can ask Gabe, you can ask anyone. I haven't really spent too much time on aim trainers, not as much as all of them at least, and I've kind of just played the game, and I'm really good at CS. So just playing the game I think is better in my opinion. Like it's just, why would you spend time focusing on just your aim when you can spend that time improving your aim, your game sense, your map knowledge, your positioning, all of that at the same time? It's just kind of no comparison.
I think game trainers are a waste of time. And if you want better aim, just play a deathmatch mode in the game that you're trying to get good at. Pretty much every game has some way of doing that. I wouldn't say that any external aim trainer is useful though. Most of it is just for fun. You know, if you see me playing it, I'm not doing it to practice. I'm just doing it to have fun, maybe get some high scores or something. Other than that, waste of time. How did the new members of Team Cringe like Fusion Boys and Fusion Jack get into TC? They just wanted to be in like a friend group, and so since they're also like kind of known, we just decided, yeah, we could add them, see how they are, and then
And then
they
I
would
ended
come
up
talk in the
talking.
VC quite a bit, and they're pretty cool. So
Yeah, I ended up talking to Fusion Boys and Fusion Jack about this one. I was the one, like Gabe was kind of the one that brought them into Team Cringe, but I was the one who like
it
got
was actually
everything
Zach. No, it was
going.
actually
Yeah. Oh, it was
Castlers.
Zach. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So I didn't
Zach.
know that. I didn't know that. That
Zach
just shows
told.
you how much.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I ended up talking to them to get them into like when they officially joined Team Cringe. I was the one who brought that about. But you know, Castler's, he's cool with everyone, kind of like so except for like the Aim Stars kids. Fuck them.
How did y'all make up TC? If you did, who were the first members, and how did you recruit other players such as Chessie, Peanut, Anger, so on and so on? So the first members, I don't know why I said such as Anger. Like Anger was definitely one of the first members. Um, so we made TC basically when the team owner of our previous team before we made TC, he wanted to kick Xenu before the major started so that he couldn't get on the roster like a day before the major started. That way, like Xenu wouldn't win or whatever. And that team was called the Royal Six. And so it was at that time where I was just like, okay, we're just gonna make our own team. And so we ended up making our own team. I can't remember the full roster, but it's definitely me, Zach, Trent, Xenu, Ryan. Uh, who else? I think drummer. I think drummer boy Crispinko, Sergeant Phillip were on it as well. And then trying to think who. Oh, and Cam. Cam was
Yep.
probably on it, right? And then I can't remember the 10th player. Doesn't really matter because we probably kicked him. And then Chessie and Peanut. So we talked to Peanut. Peanut was in Canada, and he kind of had like a persona sort of like me, where he would just act like really egotistical. And so I thought it was kind of funny. I ended up talking to him like one on one, and
I
so
hated Peanut for the record.
everyone hated Peanut actually on TC. So I had to bring him in. I had to make everyone like him, and then so we picked him up, and then he was like, "Yo, you guys should get Chessie," because Chessie and Peanut were actually really good friends, and we were all just like, "Doesn't this kid like cheat in CVRM or whatever?" Or some. But apparently he didn't. We picked him up. He performed really well on recording in RSL Halloween. He was contesting for MVP with Zach and Cam in Halloween, and then we won that with him. And he's also a pretty cool guy. So we picked him up. What's another new TC player that we picked up? Oh, Warlord. Warlord
Yeah,
is like one
Warlord.
of the most relaxed people. So we just kind of picked him up, talked with him a little bit. He was really fun to play other games with, like outside of Roblox. So we let him
For
in
sure.
basically for that reason. That's another TC member who spawned out with us.
Um,
Oh, I remember. Our 10th player was Free Divine. Like our
Wait,
10th
you know
original
what?
player
You
was
know,
Free Divine, wasn't
yeah,
it?
that's who it
Yeah.
was. I feel so bad, Gov. He's gonna be
Wow, we just
pissed.
for keeping that in. Alright. I can't remember the other new players that we brought in because most of them were part of the friend group to begin with. So most of the people that ended up on the TC roster were in our friend group anyway. So
Yeah.
no one was really that new. Whose idea was it to create TCNY? I think I definitely just answered that question in the last one, but it was my idea to create TC along with Zach and Xenu, and it was because Xenu was about to get kicked from Royal 6 by the owner.
And the original thought was just to create the best team of all time, just a super team of people
Yeah.
who are really close.
Who defeated Castlers in your team?
Nobody.
Scapter.
Oh,
Aside from
Scapter, yeah.
that, I mean, I beat him multiple times on CB back when
But
me and him both
competitively,
played. Yeah. With rifles, I would beat him pretty much every time. And then obviously with pistols, I never beat him. With op, I never beat him. Uh, and I almost beat him one time on Arsenal, where it was like I got 31 kills or whatever on him. So, and he was crying that entire time, tearing up. All right, how did my aim become so snappy? So
if you say aim trainers, you're retarded.
now, in reality, it's unfortunate, right? Because there's not a good reason why my aim is good, other than genetics. It's sort of unfortunate. You can always practice to become good. I think most people could practice to become as good as I am. Just play the game that you want to play, and you'll have good aim on it if you put in enough time. But
And effort, you need to be really driven,
yeah,
like
but
from experience. Like you
but in
can't.
general, a lot of it is just genetics. So
Yep.
it's kind of unfortunate. But most people can train their way up to a decent level. So why does Trent baby rage? Trent,
Fuck
what?
yourself, Aaron. Shut the fuck up. Skip that question.
Who originally made Team Cringe and why was it?
we
Okay,
we
that
already explained.
already seen that.
Oh.
Why is this here?
We're keeping that in.
How did Team Cringe be such a big thing, and how did Scapter and other game mods join it? So the game mods that are in TC, they were in TC before they became game mods, and Scapter joined because we just played games with him, and basically he was good friends with Zach, and so Zach would bring him into the Discord, and he would come in there and play games with us. So he ended
Yeah.
up joining like that. Now, how long have I been playing? Around 3 years. 3 years on PC in total.
I, I've been playing about 15 years on PC, but FPS games on PC probably like 4 years.
Okay, listen. Will you guys be playing against competitive teams in the future in other games like Arsenal? Arsenal is just not a competitive game, so no, we won't be playing that aside from the ACT, most likely.
But you can look forward to RSL Season 5. It's going to be me, Anger, Cam, Chezzy Bob, Too Smart, a few other people. We're going to be playing. Yeah, we're going to be competing in RSL
But
Season 5.
not
It's
under
not going to
the
be.
Team Cringe banner.
Yeah, it's not under Team Cringe. We're going to
Different
be
now.
under a team called Lotus. So look out for that, guys. RSL Season 5, we're going to be on Lotus. It's not going to have Castlers or Aimer, but it's going to have me, Ryan, Cam, and a few others.
Yeah. Uh,
I already
so
answered that.
yeah,
Lotus.
we actually just answered that. Can you guys put all the crosshairs used in the video? Uh, so we don't really, like we don't really play CB anymore. I assume this crosshair thing's for CB. So we don't really play CB anymore. So there's kind of no point. And if you're wondering what my crosshair is, it's just a variation of the default crosshair. And what will we do when we get 10k subs? We said earlier that when we get 10k subs, we'll start consistently uploading.
And we're not 100% sure. That's in the future, but we will find something out. We'll figure
How
something out.
how old is everyone in Team Cringe? So I'm not gonna name everyone's age, but in general, it ranges from 16 probably at the youngest,
Yeah.
and then the oldest would be 24. Yeah, well, we'll say that. And then the average is probably 18. Okay. Why do Team Cringe players have big ego and argue almost on anything?
Well, because of the fact that we all have huge egos, we think we're better than each other, so naturally it's everyone else's fault but our own. So
Yeah,
we just, yeah,
F-bomb.
fuck you, Gabe.
Not many of us actually have big egos. I think there's only like 5 people in
Yeah,
TC that
it's
actually have
mostly
big
the
egos.
the faces of the ego for TC is like me, Cam, and Gabe. Like,
No, not me. And we argue a lot just because we all have a lot of differing opinions. That's probably it. Why is an aimer active? Mm,
well, we're not at 10k subs yet.
yeah. Uh, you wanted to ask when did we guys play as a team and were we good at the start or did it take time? Uh, we were good at the start because we were all top players when we made the team. And when did we start TC? I actually couldn't tell you.
Dude, it'd have to be like, I'd almost say like early
We
2018 to
start
mid
we started
2018.
it at the end, like almost at the start of season 3. So I don't know when season 3 was taking place, but almost at the start of season 3. What's your guys' favorite game to play together? We actually don't play a ton of games like together. A lot of us play like different games. The person I play with the most is Trent,
Yeah,
and we play
F-bomb.
like CS. But no, we actually just talk a lot. We don't really play tons of games, but
Yeah, I mean,
we
it's
do play
usually
like
like,
COD, Valorant, CS, stuff like that.
yeah, usually we're just like in the VC talking, and then like someone says something about a game, and then we get that itch that every gamer gets. Like, yeah, it's time for me to play, and then we'll decide a game to play together.
If you would choose a TC member to leave TC, who would
I'll be
it
right back.
be? All right. Well, since Trent is gone, the member I would choose to leave TC would be Trent. Am I still dating Castlers? Yes, we have been going for 9 months.
I'm back. Sorry,
All right.
kids were like freaking playing tag and like brought it to my room.
Will you guys come back to CB Row to play RSL again? We will play RSL when the new CB comes out.
Yep. But as I said, right
Most
now,
likely.
look out for Lotus in Arsenal Season
Yeah,
5.
if you want to see TC players play on Lotus is basically like TC, sort of like a sub roster, I guess. How long does TC exist? Don't know. How'd y'all meet together and who was the second person in Team Cringe instead of Gabe? So I guess that would be like, I don't know. It wasn't really like that. We didn't I didn't just make the team and then invite people. I already knew who was gonna be on it, so we just made it with like a roster that was already chosen. So I guess the second person would have been Zach.
Yep.
And that is all the questions. So, well, all the
Yeah.
important questions. If your question didn't get answered, then I probably didn't think it was important or I didn't see it.
Yeah, we're trying to look through very well, but YouTube
Yeah, the
is
YouTube
pretty
comments were
trash.
kind of weird. When I found all these questions, it said there was 85 comments. Then I went on today, and there said there was like 119 or 118. And then I was looking through them and I barely saw any new comments, even though there's around 30 plus like new ones, but they didn't really show up, so I didn't get many of the new questions in here. So, and that's that. That is
All
the
right.
Q&A.